We're going to come together once a month to celebrate you and all of your great character that you're demonstrating throughout each and every day. And with this, we're going to recognize one person or more from each classroom, because special area teachers can recognize you, teaching assistants can recognize you, administrators can recognize you, and your classroom teachers. So we're excited to be able to celebrate those students who are role models for the character pillar of caring. We're going to be doing that first this morning. You'll be able to come up. We have an award for you. We will clap for you when you're up here, respectfully, of course, because you all care for one another and you're celebrating and lifting each other up. After that, we will do 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. And then we're going to reintroduce our next focus. Who can remember what our January character pillar of the month is? If you know it, go ahead and say it.
Fairness.
Fairness. So we're going to play a little game. Mr. Holly's here to play a game with us. How do you feel about that?
Come on, you can do better than that.
And we will have some teachers that are playing with Mr. Holly, and then we're going to invite some kids to come up and play a game to better understand the meaning of fairness. Because as you go through this month, all of the staff, the adults, are going to be looking for role models who really embody, which means you internally and externally show what fairness is and the definition of that. Then you may be chosen as our character trait of your classroom of the month for February, and then you'll be recognized in the February assembly. All right? So at this time, 4th grade, we're going to invite Mrs. McClurg up to... Good morning.
Okay, I actually have 6 awards to hand out. There is one from each classroom plus another one. So I'm going to start with Mrs. Reberg's class. Mrs. Reberg's recipient is Eden Bailey. Eden genuinely cares for her classmates and adults. She is the first to compliment and help others without being asked. So, nice job, Eden. From Miss Pashonik's class, there's 2 from Miss Pashonik's class, okay? So I'm gonna say the first one first, and that person can come up. Is Avery Kelly. Avery is always looking for ways that she can help others in need. She genuinely cares about other people and wants to make their days better. Also from Miss Pashonik's class is Jonah. Nominated by Miss Deckant. A new student had started in band in the percussion section recently, and Jonah has been helping him with all the songs and class procedures without her even asking. She's so proud of him for taking on this role and recognizing that this student needed a friend to lend a hand. From Mrs. Marcello's class, Evelyn Carubia. Ava has empathy for others. When she sees someone needing help, she cares and does something about it. in need. Chris speaks nicely to his classmates and encourages everyone in our class. He cares about doing well in school, too. And lastly, from my class, Genevieve Fox. Compassionate to her classmates, she shows genuine concern for others on a daily basis. Genevieve is also polite, patient, and understanding to others. She's a great role model for her peers.
Sixth grade, we have Miss Kay coming up.
All right, our first award goes to Weston Humphrey. Weston is always looking out for his classmates. He knows when someone has left something behind or is in need of something and does whatever he can to help out. He is ready to lend a hand to anyone who might need it. The second award goes to Gunnar Humphrey. From Mrs. Rose's class. Gunnar cares about his friends and classmates. He treats everyone with respect and is always willing to help out others. If you can't tell, they're brothers, so you can pick a prize, buddy.
Yeah.
From Mrs. Caldwell's class, we have Samuel, aka Sammy Bogue. Sammy is always ready and willing to help out a classmate who's in need. He doesn't need to be asked, he just does it. Sammy is kind and caring to everyone he encounters. From Mrs. O'Jeans, we have Lucas Miller. Lucas is always offering his help to other students and to his teacher. It doesn't matter what it is, Lucas is always there for anyone and everyone around him to offer his assistance. Lucas is a true friend with a caring heart. He has attributes that are very hard to come by these days. Good job, Lucas Miller, for showing us you every day. And our last student who's not here today, but from Mr. Beach's, is Tyler Porter. Tyler was caring enough to stop and help another student in need who dropped all of her belongings despite running late himself. He is consistently mild-mannered and is obviously concerned about others' welfare.
But not least, sixth grade.
I gotta put my reading glasses on. All right, our first award is from Mrs. Whiteside's classroom, Cameron Thomas. Congratulations, bud. Cameron truly cares about himself and those around him. He takes action by offering help to anyone who needs it. But more importantly, Cameron's words spread kindness, encouragement, and positivity every day. From Mrs. Valentino's homeroom, Kyan Dunn. Okay. Kyan is polite, considerate, and always willing to help anyone. He wants everyone to do their best. That's all right. From Mr. Purdy's homeroom, Elizabeth Breams. Liz volunteers to help others in class on a regular basis and is always willing to work with anyone. From Miss DeConnick's class, Ivy Height. Ivy is a very caring individual. If she sees that a friend or peer is upset, she is sure to check on them and offer them kind, comforting words. Okay, and from my homeroom, this student is not here today, but it goes to Ava Freeman. Ava has shown that she is a role model of caring for others with her ability to accept and extend friendship, especially to a student new to our district. Ava has made the student feel welcome, and they have developed a nice friendship.
Play a game. Has anybody ever heard of pickle in the middle? Yeah! All right. So, pickle in the middle. We're going to have two adults. Can I have our adult volunteers? They were Mr. All right. So, a quick plan. We set up the crew up here. We have Mrs. Reber, she's warming up. We have Mr. Holly here in the middle. And we have Mr. Purdy warming up. Okay. With pickle in the middle, the objective is to get it over, right? So hold on. And 0. Their rule is they have to. Mrs. Reberg is going to throw it to Mr. Purdy. Mr. Purdy is going to throw it to Mrs. Reberg. They're going to go back and forth. You ready to watch and see what happens? Yeah. Can you think what's going to happen? Give a thumbs up if you think this is a fair setup. Think about why and what we can do to revise and think differently about this game. They have to throw over Mr. Holly's head right now. Okay, go ahead, come on.
I'll say how this is coming in.
If you have suggestions for us to make this a little bit more fair, raise your hand. Mrs. Danvers, do you mind picking? Go ahead, Isaac.
Mr. Purdy in the middle.
You want to put Mr. Purdy in the middle?
Yeah!
Okay, we're going to take two more suggestions.
Paige. Get someone shorter to go in the middle than him.
He's really tall.
All right, so Paige, come on up. So we're going to try each of your revisions. Think about something different, too. The rule was they had to go over the head. What if we can't move Mr. Howell? What if he's staying in the middle? What would we do differently? Say it again.
Switch Mr. Purdy and Miss Reber.
Okay. All right. Do you want to come up? No? This page, number 55th grader.
Come on, it's good.
All right. All right. Now, we're going to try these. So, Eugene, what do you think they should do differently?
We could put, maybe we could put Mrs. Reberg in the middle.
Put Mrs. Reberg in the middle? All right. Mrs. Reberg, you want to go in the middle? Sure. Okay. Hold on. No. 0, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The goal is for Mr. Purdy and Mr. Holly to throw this back and forth. Still over the head? Or can we open it up? Open it up. Okay, let's try over the head first. Go ahead. And, yeah, you can try. Go ahead. What happens? Am I going to try it again? You can do whatever you want. But then they started to, well, you changed the position of players, right? But you also, did you notice how they started to throw it differently? To try and make it a little bit more fair? Because originally the rules were that you had to go over the head. But then they started rolling it, they tossed it, they bounced it. So we were able to open up our thinking so that it became more of a fair game. We changed the positions of the players, we changed the rules to be able to be more accepting of everybody and more accepting of everybody's differences. We're going to do the same thing with our 3 volunteers up here, student volunteers. They're going, nope, they're already up here because they volunteered to share an idea. So, Mr. Holly, would you like to set up the kids? What do you think?
We could go triangle, we could do whatever. Triangle.
Oh, triangle. Pickle in the middle. You can have more than 2 people. You can adjust the rules a little bit. So now we have 3. We have a triangle shape around Mr. Holly. Do you think they'll have more success? Yeah. All right, let's see.
All right. I can't jump that high.
No. All right. Bring it back. We will let them continue to play, but I want to wrap this up. The goal is that you're able to, when you're talking about fairness, to be able to accept each other's similarities, accept each other's differences, treat each other with respect, and know that not everything has to look exactly the same. That you can open up your thinking to be able to be more welcoming of each other. So as you go through this year, this year, but particularly this month, because this is our focus, think about ways that you can keep more of an open mind when you're working together. How you can increase your sharing, your turn taking, include other people, have conversations about ways to play that may be more inclusive with each other, okay? Or ways to problem solve when you're in math, or ways to play football that might be less argumentative, right? So have those conversations, open up those ideas, and when we come back next month in February, we will be celebrating each individual role model from your classroom once again. So your teachers and the staff members will be looking forward to celebrating all of you and who have been nominated as a role model for the pillar of fairness. Can we say thank you to our volunteers up here?